Hey fam, welcome back to the Gilead Gazette, the only news show where women's rights aren't just under attack, they're a competitive sport. And this week, the patriarchy stuck the landing. Let's start in Wisconsin, where Republican lawmakers have proposed the most dystopian DIY project yet: catch kits. Under the bill, anyone who miscarries or takes abortion medication could be required to collect the fetal tissue at home and bring it to a clinic for testing. They say it's, quote, to protect groundwater from abortion pills. Sure, because the real environmental threat is women, not ExxonMobil. Doctors call it medically absurd. Lawyers call it a constitutional nightmare. Women call it trauma in Tupperware. If these men cared about clean water, they'd start with Flint, not fallopian tubes. Meanwhile, the New York Times editorial board decided to rebrand surrender as moderation. Their headline, quote, "It's time for a national abortion floor." Translation, a 15-week national ban. They called it, quote, common ground. Here's a fun fact. A floor with a countdown clock is still a ceiling. As Jessica Valenti put it, quote, "You don't ask the guy with the boot on your neck to wear a softer shoe." The so-called paper of record is out here workshopping ways to make forced birth sound bipartisan. In tech dystopia news, Peter Thiel, billionaire, surveillance enthusiast, and man who once said democracy and women's suffrage were, quote, incompatible, is now funding a wearable period tracking ring, marketed as empowering. Right, because nothing says empowerment like giving your cycle data to a man who bankrolls authoritarian candidates and Palantir. It's not femtech, it's an ankle monitor for your uterus. And over at the Pentagon, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth just blocked a woman from taking command of a Navy SEAL team. Something that has never happened in U.S. history. She'd completed every qualification, passed every review. Hegseth personally intervened and replaced her with a man, because apparently equal opportunity ends where testosterone begins. The military finally got close to equality, and the Trump administration responded like, hold my beer and my 1950s. Susan B. Anthony Pro-Life America just announced $80 million to flip state legislatures in 2026 because they're losing on the ballot everywhere. They keep saying America is pro-life. Funny, then, that they have to spend Wall Street money to prove it. If you're really winning hearts and minds, you shouldn't need a super PAC the size of the Pentagon. Gilead isn't coming. It's already in beta testing. But so is the backlash.